6th February 2023, Monday. Welcome back, guys. All right, the insiders are selling. Who are we referring to? We're referring to the corporate buyers, okay? People that have been buying relentlessly the last few months, apparently they are actually selling now. And the thing is this, we all know that the earnings are not good, right? But yet the stock market is going up. So something is very wrong here. And of course, on top of that, right, something's happening at Blackstone, okay? And I have covered this before, and I'll tell you now, guys, things is getting a bit crazy. You have to watch this MAO. Let's begin. Now, disclaimer apply as usual. Do this risk management, and thank you, AIMS, for the kind sponsorship. So let's recap what happened on last Friday. Now, the thing is, the Dow Jones lost 127 points. The Nasdaq gave back 230 points. It's a lot. And S&P 500 gave 43 points. So what actually happened, right? We have a very stunning NFP, right? Yeah, indeed, it was so stunning that Amazon lost 8.43%, Microsoft lost 2.36%, Google lost 2.75%. Incredibly, Apple continued to go up 2.4%. Okay, so the thing is this. Stocks fell on Friday, but S&P 500 continued to notch a winning week, all right, for the 2023. Okay, fine. Now, what happened on the non-farm payroll? First of all, oh my goodness, 517,000 jobs was created in January alone. Oh my goodness. Now, this is really incredible because last month is 187,000. So it's like, wow, triple the amount, right? Just in 1 month's time. Now, we all know that it's because they have already played around with the numbers. They have creatively moved and changed how they calculate the NFP. So that's why we're having this. And of course, this coming month, when the BLS start to change the CPI, you'll see the CPI data even better. So all these is a bit of, if you ask me itself, right, it's no longer following the protocol. So yeah, if there's tools to be used to make things good, yeah, the tools are there and they have done it. But the market is not dumb because the market knows that this is not really real. And the 10-year yield shot up to 3.5%. Why? Because that means that the Federal Reserve can hike interest rate without even holding back because it's 500,000 jobs. So Apple jumped 2.4%, okay, after they have missed the top and bottom lines. That's incredible. But yet Google, Alphabet down by 2.8% after the disappointing result. And Amazon lost 8.4% in the worst day since April after the e-commerce giant report that about their earnings, and it's not good, okay? So this is crazy. So you can see that, right? The Amazon was up by almost 10% if you calculate this way, but yet in a single day they gave back 8.4%. Now that is why I say there's something very wrong here right now. All right, and the thing is this, according to this guy, he's saying that the federal models have proven to be terrible. They missed this inflation on the upside, and now they're missing the deflation. So again, question mark. Because the question is, if the job numbers are so good as well, right, it's going to be very difficult to see inflation going down. It's going to be very difficult. And you can see the stock market initially went up first, but then gave back all the profits and ended at the lower side. So all this speaks for itself that the market is not buying into this. So the whole market was up initially, then come back down, right? Okay, so let's just go to the NFP first. This is crazy. 517. Oh gosh, it crushed the estimates, okay? And the unemployment now hit 53-year low, 3.4%. Oh gosh. That is the best level since 1969. Oh my God, okay? So this is, the thing is that because they added on leisure, hospitality, professionals and stuff, so it's really an incredible number, right? So look at it. Throughout since this August until now, last August, it had been steadily around 200, 220, 240. But look at this. This is really remarkable, all right? Look at the year-on-year percentage change in hourly earnings, it go down instead. So if earnings goes down, employment goes up, all right? Although you may say that the earnings going down is good for inflation, but that means that the purchasing power of people is getting lesser. Think about this. This is not going to be a good thing for economy, right? So, and I've been telling you guys that I stick to my front. I believe that we're going to see 5.25%. And truth be told, right now, it's happening. So now traders increases their bet that the Federal Reserve will approve a quarter percentage point rate hike in March. We told you it will happen. And then, the probability is now has increased to 94.5. And it was just only 50% and lesser just last week. And the thing is now they are also expecting another one in May or June. And that will bring the benchmark all the way up to the to 5.25, the level that I have been saying. So the question is this: would there be a shallow recession? No way. I can tell you this: there's no way there will be a soft landing. Now, I'm going to tell you this today is the 6th of February. I'm saying right now, there's no way we're going to see this so-called soft landing. To me, it's all right. This is going to be a deep one, okay? A deep recession that's on the table, and it's going to be happening, all right? So let's just watch what happened when the CNBC anchor was stunned by the job report, all right? Even I was stunned by this. So let's just see what happened on that night itself. Let's bring it away. Here we go.
Numbers will be coming out shortly. We're expecting 188 to 200,000. Wow, wow. Whoever took the over, congratulations. 517,000. 517,000 non-farm payrolls. A blast off of a number. That's the highest number since February of 22 when it was 714,000. If you look at manufacturing payrolls, they were 19,000, 3 times expectations. Unemployment rate, 3.4. We crashed the half-century barrier, a new post-cycle low. That is unreal when you think about it. And average hourly earnings month over month up 0.3, which matches last month, which matches October, which matches August, which matches April. We've had a lot of 0.3. That's pretty much the low water mark until you get to March, where it was only up 0.1. In January, that's 20.
All right, guys, so you can see that this is really is incredible. No one expected that everyone got it wrong. So what's happening? Even the analysts getting wrong? Something is wrong. Definitely, that means that the calculation itself is no longer the same. So, of course, put it away. We have a new thing right now, all right? Oh, there's some PowerPoint issue. Just give me a moment. Let me just solve it in a very fast way. Oh, gosh, okay. All right, so what happened over the weekend? We have something very incredible. We have the balloon gate. Okay. All right, the U.S. military shot down a suspected Chinese civilian balloon. Okay, it is all over now on internet. Well, apparently on Saturday, the U.S. military shot down a suspected Chinese civilian balloon. Okay, so obviously the thing is that what happened here. Well, apparently from the China side, they say it's just only a weather balloon. But do understand this: this balloon had been spotted in Montana since 1st of February, and Biden actually know about this. They decided that, okay, let's leave it alone, and then after that, when the balloon stayed at a certain area too long, they feel edgy and decided to shoot it out. Okay, you can see that they actually shot it out. So let's go to the video and watch this and see it clearer and from another person's point of view. All right, let's go.
Chinese spy balloon that's riveted the nation these past few days. The U.S. military intercepted the balloon out in the Atlantic yesterday afternoon. And David Martin has the details.
They just shot it.
A single missile fired by a jet fighter.
See the smoke coming from it?
Ended the brief, spectacular life of the Chinese balloon at 2:39 Saturday afternoon.
It seems to be coming down.
Carrying out an order President Biden issued to the Pentagon earlier in the week.
They decided that the best time to do that was as it got over water outside within 12-mile limit.
Here it goes.
The balloon went down 6 miles off the coast of South Carolina, spreading debris over a 7-mile area where Navy ships were waiting to pick up the pieces.
It's going to be really interesting if we're able to recover this, to see what they had on.
Okay, so let's just hope that there's nothing on the balloon, because if anything to be surveillance site, okay, this is going to be very, 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 very wrong. All right, so this is what happened over the weekend. All right. So the thing is this now, Jim Cramer and Morgan Stanley. Now, we covered this before. Morgan Stanley was calling for sell. Jim Cramer was calling for buy. And, well, we look at the report card. It seems that Jim Cramer was correct in a way. And now Jim Cramer says that take advantage of the bull market by selling some shares. Wait a minute. He says that it's buy on dip. So what? Bull market. So now it's high, take some profit, go down later, buy again. All right. So that's what Jim Cramer is saying right now. And he says that the January job report shows that the economy can take more rate hike. Okay, I agree with him. And Morgan Stanley now says that this is a bear market rally. You just have to be very careful. So guys, warning upon warning. So what do you think? What should we do? The thing is this right now. This is where things get even better for Tesla. Apparently, Elon Musk is not found guilty because apparently, right, he found that Musk and Tesla is not liable for the security fraud trial following the funding secure tweets. Remember back in this 2018, Elon Musk came out and said that he had found some funding security to take the automaker private to 420. Remember that? That was back in 2018. All right, so the whole case dragged under now. And apparently, he says that he claimed he has a verbal commitment from a Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth fund. So verbal commitment. Okay, so what's it called? Verbal commitment. And we cannot justify this. Apparently, right now, he said there is, and of course, he didn't do anything with that. So the thing is that the jury, in fact, says that, okay, he's not found guilty. So I really think that his team is very, very good. Okay, this particular law firm, I think really you should consider that. Okay, so all I can say is this: congrats to Elon Musk, because of that, the share price of Tesla is trading higher right now. You can see it's up by about $4, up by 2%, and hopefully that will be good for Elon, because a lot of people I know are all buying Tesla and hoping that Tesla turn into greater fortune. But I stick to my view. I still think that this Tesla share is a bit overbought right now. It can come back down to 160. All right. And in fact itself, I still think that 120 will be the next target. So right down here itself, the first target is 160 for me. And I still think that one day, very soon, in the near future, we can see 120. And that will be, again, a good time to buy back some Tesla. Alright, so who are the ones selling? What insider information? Now, apparently, this is from Thomson Reuters, okay? This is the sales to buyers reading, alright? So the thing is this: if it's anything above the 12, okay, below 12, sorry, under 12 is bullish, anything above 20 is bearish, okay. So the top 20 buys and sells are actually in the market, and you can see over here. So you can see right now, apparently, all right, back in last year, in about this March to April period, the insiders were selling, okay, the insiders were selling, yeah. And then after that, we have another one peak here itself that was between the April, May, June, July period to September. And then, of course, we have it right now. Okay, now when, of course, we say that insiders are selling, usually they will sell when the price is up. Okay, they don't sell when the price comes up. They always sell when the price is already going up. And of course, retailers, fund managers will all buy buying, and the insiders know that this is time to get out of the market. They are the smartest guy. Okay, so let's look at the chart right now and reflect with the same chart. Okay, I give it down for you. So there were two periods to watch out for. The first period was here back on 29th of March last year, and 18 August, and of course today. Okay. So that is a 3-peak, and you notice that, wow, the market were all going up back then. Okay, so I told you right. Usually the insiders will sell when the market is doing well. So if you compare notes right now, guys, you can see this. This is the, let me just change my color a little bit. All right, let me just get color in. Okay, you can see over here during the last year, March to April period here, that was what I meant. Okay, the March to April period, the stock market was going up, and that is where the insiders were selling. Now, do note at the time itself, the volume was not really heavy while they are selling it. So that is one classic point whereby when price goes up but volume is not accompanying it, it's always a pretty bearish, potential signal. And then what happened over here again? This was back here, okay, whereby during the May, June, this is during the August-September period, and then after that, you can see the stock market was going up, the volume was also moving down a little bit, and of course, that's where the stock market actually came off. Okay, got it? All right. So now, we are now at the highest level, whereby the insiders are really selling, but the thing is, the volume is going up. Okay, that is something interesting. Okay, so I'm going to tell you upfront. There's two ways to look at it. One is that the buyers are so strong that even the insiders are selling, the market is still relentless. So this could be a bull market. I shared this with you, right? But on the contrary, if that is the case itself, then it's a problem here. It means that if the insiders are selling and yet a lot of managers, fund managers are all buying, then the problem will be that if the market really starts to fall, oh my God, things can be so bad that it could go drastic. Because you see, a lot of people are buying at the same time, but yet the insiders are selling. So once the selling is over and reality sets in, with a heavy volume traded right now, the market can really, really go down because everybody will be dumping. Do you understand what I meant? Alright, so that is something that you just have to be very, very careful. Of course, I hope it doesn't happen. But again, I'm just a market commenter, so I can just let you see this. Now, this is the earnings. Okay, whenever the companies actually beats earning, alright, beats the earning itself, right, you can see that the S&P 500 usually go down. This is the excess return versus S&P 500. And very interestingly, when the earnings per share, they miss it, right, you can see the S&P actually goes up. It's very, very interesting. Okay, all right, so now what is happening, guys? The earnings itself, okay, when the earnings are beating it itself right now, it's actually coming down. That means that recently, as the earnings actually beats the target, the S&P actually fell. And for companies who miss the earnings, the share price actually goes up. So this is something not normal, all right? You don't see such thing in the market, but it's happening right now. So I can only tell you this. That means that when the earnings hit done well, the boys are liquefying the position. Then, of course, when the earnings is not over there, the boys manipulate it and short squeeze the short sellers. So this is something that is happening. Alright, so if that's going to continue, things will get even worse. Because now look at it. This is actually from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, the National Bureau of Economic Research, okay, and of course the YouTuber Games of Trades, which I have been following them. They created this chart. It's beautiful since 1960. So you can see that whenever, okay, they have the probability at 30, you can see already the market is already near a recession, okay. Whenever it hit 30, we'll see a recession, okay, alright. So now the thing is that if it hits 50, it's confirmed recession. Okay, that means that if the index goes over 50, it's a confirmed recession. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 50 mark. Okay, we are now at the 50 mark. So there's no way since 1960 until now, the last 60 years, there's no way we're going to see a small recession. Alright, it won't be a mild recession, it won't be soft landing, it will be hard, okay? But again, by saying all this itself, right, I'm just giving you the forecast. Whether it rains, well, it really depends on how much data I have and also back to the market. So what is happening in Blackstone right now that worrying me? Take a look, guys. Blackstone on 2nd of February came out and blocked investors' withdrawal in January. Oh gosh, again? Apparently, they have blocked the investors' withdrawal on the 2nd of February, alright? And of course, we all know that if we compare notes back in 2008 during Lehman Brothers time, alright, take a look, this was what happened when the home purchase mortgage application was at a high level, and then after that, it plunges by 70%, okay? So take note again, guys, we're having the same thing happening right now, and we just haven't started yet. And of course, if things get bad as well, it's going to be very crazy. Now, do note, Blackstone itself is so much bigger than Lehman Brothers, okay? If anything goes wrong, things can get very, very drastic, all right? Now, there's something that you must understand. There's Blackstone, there's BlackRock. They actually come from the same company, but because of their investment strategy, expectation is a bit different, they technically split up to two different companies, okay? But still, their main way of doing investment, their business is the same. So just let you know the power of BlackRock first. BlackRock, yeah? BlackRock basically is the top shareholders of many, many top companies like Amazon, like Meta, like the Bank of Australia, the Bank of America, and of course like Lloyd's Bank. Alright, so BlackRock is big, okay? Blackstone is also big, but not as big, okay? But they have the technically from the same company. So the point is this, okay? Blackstone back in 2020 during the SARS time, they went in outright, okay? They see great opportunity and they bought a lot of properties across the whole world, okay? All the virus cheapened assets, okay? So they are good, not bad. They're smart, they did the right thing. But the problem is the Federal Reserve since 2022 have increased interest rate to now 4.5%. And the thing is this, it's going to go higher. As you hear me earlier, if it hit 5.25%, that means that a lot of costs going to go heavy onto that. Because during here itself in 2020, when you've been buying, This is how low the costs were, and now the cost is at 5.25. There's no joke, guys. When you're doing billions of dollars, that's a great deal of money. So in fact itself, right, with the home prices now dropped for the 5th month in a row, which is not seen before, this is not going to be healthy. And not the end of that. The thing is this, the UK home sales now has dropped dramatically. Now do note Blackstone have assets across the whole world. So now the UK home sales have dropped such a phenomenal speed. Alright, this is not good. This is really, really bad. And not only that itself, right, we talk about in Hong Kong, oh gosh, Hong Kong is also suffering. The home prices in Hong Kong have dropped so fast that everybody is panicking right now. And not the end, South Korea housing prices also fell for the worst since for last 19 years, okay? All these telling you that this is not good. And New Zealand too is not doing any better. In fact, right, their mortgages rate increases, and hence therefore the house price is declining. And Canada also down by 13% since last February. All these tells you guys things is really going all wrong. And not only that, in Australia, oh gosh, the price is crashing at the fastest ever pace, okay? Now all these are the latest information for this year, and I'm telling you guys, this is brewing, okay? This is really brewing. This is going to get very, very scary. And to wrap it up itself, right, remember I covered this. I told you guys, United Health Group itself is a very good parabarometer of the S&P 500. You can see that whenever the stock is going up, the S&P goes up. And once the stock peak, the S&P peak, right? And of course, the same thing is that if the stock price itself, right, bottom, S&P bottom. All right, once it bottom, S&P bottom is almost directly related. Because why? This counter itself has more than, okay, 5% weightage on the S&P 500. But we have a problem, guys. Take a look. This is the S&P 500, the one in blue. All right, the S&P 500 is going up, as you can see, right? S&P bottomed out recently about 3,900, and it went up all the way to 4,136. But the scary part is, look at the share price here. Look at it. The share price of this company, United Health Group, has went down instead. Now remember, I call for sell. I say 510 will go down. It will go down to at least 450. Remember, I said that, and it's happening right now. It's already 472. So the share price is coming down, and yet the S&P is not really following through. This is very scary, because the last time when this actually happened, right, whereby the S&P was here, the stock was here, so that it actually follows. So that means that, right, the stock was still basically a great barometer for the S&P 500. Only the last few days, something changed. So that means that the boys are really selling, while the S&P 500 continue to go up. If that is the case itself, it's a big warning, guys. Something big is going to be happening, and be very careful. Most likely the market could be taking the sell side. Yeah, this is no joking matter. All right, like this video today, quickly now, basically leave a comment and let me know that you enjoy it. Okay, all right. So with that, let's just look at the charts for today and see what I have for you. Let's take a look. Now, this is the Hang Seng. Now, I already told you guys Hang Seng market will likely be coming down, and I told you guys that recently when it pumped up, right, this was a very clear pump to dump. And truth be told, when the market went up from here itself to this point, up by 1,200 points, I say it's time to sell. This is a single doji, and of course now the Hang Seng is down quite a fair bit. I still think that the Hang Seng, will be going down to 20,300 area. So this is where I think the Hang Seng will be going. For the Dow Jones, right, it's coming off right now with a very strong doji formation, and I share with you guys, if it's going to come down, the first target will be going down is 33,080 level, and that is where very nearby to my KFC level. And for the Nasdaq, I also tell you guys it's time to take some profit off the table, and most likely you're going to see the Nasdaq coming down to somewhere around here at 12,066. Okay, so this is all the conventional charting. Let's look at the TWB system and see what it has to say. Now, first of all, the Dow Jones is very clear with CCYR short sell setup. So as long as the Dow Jones doesn't go above 33,957, they will be coming down. Now, the BNB support at 33,796 is the first support for today, and is very close by to the MA 33,773. So I believe there will be a lot of fight around this area between the bulls and the bears. But once if the market loses 33,773, gosh, 33,667 P2 level must hold. If the market also lose P2, then the selling may bring it all the way down to 33,404, which I think will come. All right. Why? Because my KSI is red right now, and in fact it's increasing in size, and the weightage itself since here itself has been all the way red. So that's the reason why, even though the price was going up, I was not very confident in this, because I know that it's just a matter of time the Dow Jones is going to come down. Now for the Nasdaq, we can see very clearly today we have a very strong sell signal because the market opening price is below P2. Now usually below P2, below OP is a sell signal, and plus is below MLP, it should be a triple sell. Now the main support is very nearby, 12,482. As long as the market stay afloat on it, it's still alright. But if the market breaks it, likelihood will be a free fall all the way to 12,067. So traders take a marker on this. The only thing that is putting on as a stronghold is that my KSI and my weightage KRW, both of them are still positive. Hence, therefore, the support is going to be critical. S&P 500 today, 4117 is a pivot 2 level, and we are testing it. We tested this morning. Right, you can take a look right now. We tested it. Let's take a look. Okay, you see today's the market has been doing this, and it came down, tested the P2, rebounded instantly, but now it seems that the selling pressure has come back in again. Okay, so the thing is this: if the market lose 4117 today, then the first support will be going down will be the BNB RL, and that's 4077 area. Okay, that will be the first support. KSI and KRW, my weightage and my KSI big boys indicator are still quite okay on the positive side, so I suspect there will be some support. So most likely the one that's going to break the market will be the Nasdaq. Okay, for Nikkei, let's take a look right now. Nikkei itself this morning tested all the way to my pivot 1 level, 27,841, and you see why am I so impressed with my own system. So take a look, guys. Take a look. This is show it to you, right? Quick one. Okay, you can see how it is. The Nikkei opened this morning, and then it pumped all the way, and then it just missed this level by just a couple of points and pull back, tries again, strong resistance, pull back again. So this tells you why when the market is not able to go past P1, traders should consider to book some profit. Okay, KSI and KRW both having a mixed bag. KSI is green, but KRW is red, so that means that it's a mix here. So buying will still continue because the dollar strengthened, the dollar yen is going up, so that's why it's helping the Nikkei. But once the market, the the Dow Jones and Nasdaq have come off, right, I think it will break below the 27,500, and then profit taking is kind of expected. Yeah. Okay, so how about the crude, the Hang Seng in terms of TWB? You can see very clearly that we have a very strong sell signal right now. The red arrow has popped up and it's broke below the BNB support level, so which means that very good chance the market could be going down to 20,780 in the near term. Yeah, 20780. All right, KSI and KRW both are red, so selling pressure is likely to continue. Now for the crude oil, let's take a look now. Crude oil has continued to go down, and I've been telling you guys this: don't buy crude first, wait for a while, and it's happening right now. And now crude oil have a new BNB as of last week. Hence, therefore, this will be a key support. $72.97 a key support, and because of the new BNB, we can now move our buy marker down to 68.10. So anything at 68.10 could be a good level to buy. Yeah, 68.10. Of course, if you want to buy early, you can try $71 or $69 with that 2 KCB over there. Now KSI and my KW both are red, so that's why the selling pressure continue to go down. And when you see KSI and KRW both turn red at the same time, you can see if you sell, usually you make money. So again, this has proven to you my TWB system. Okay, then that is to cover the commodity side. Let's look at some Forex. Now recently, a lot of people like my Forex sharing because they realize that my sharing is very clean, very clear, and no nonsense. So today, let me show you now, the dollar yen did a CCRY, a new BNB was born. Hence, therefore, the first target was 131.94, which I mentioned to you. And truth be told, this morning, the market got it. So for those who have went long that day, congratulations, well done. Now, KSI is green, but my weightage indicator, KRW, is red, so mix. Hence, therefore, there will be profit taking. Now, if there's a reverse course later, then the upside could be all the way to 133.28. I don't think it happens so fast, but still, this should be the target that I'm seeing for this week. For pound, well, I told you guys pound is going to come down, right? Truth be told. Now, 2 days ago, I was telling pound will drop. below to 120, and it really happened in a single day. Look at the day low, it just touched it beautifully. Why? Because my KSI turned red, my KRW turned red. That's why you see a red arrow at the top. And truth be told, my God, pound just crashed down all the way. So is it because that the non-farm payroll causes it? It's nothing to do with my indicator. Well, I'm not going to go and debate on this, but we all know what I shared on last Friday, and of course things is really happening and people makes money. That is more important. I mean, it's pointless to debate who's right, who's wrong, who's bad. It doesn't matter to me anymore. In fact, it's all right. Look at the euro yesterday. On Friday, it reversed course, hit the BNB RL, couldn't stay up, crashed down below the BNB support level. Now, up front, I'm telling you this, 1.077 will be the first target because that is the BNB support level minus 1 times 1. The only thing that's going against it is KSI is green, while the weightage is turned red. So there will be a struggle, there'll be some buying, but if the market loses some strength, I still believe 1.077 will be given. Okay? Alright, so pretty simple, right? Okay, so I covered the Forex, I covered the indices, I covered the crude oil. Let's go to the gold. Okay, let's bring in gold. Okay, here we go. Okay, so gold price, as you know, I've been bearish. I tell you guys, gold will come down first, and gold really came off. In fact, it's alright. When the market did a BNB with CCYR, I was very confident that gold will come down, and I didn't expect in a single day the BNB was given, 1862 was given. Oh gosh, this is ridiculous. But of course, people who follow me to short, congrats to you, yeah? Okay, now today is a bit different. The pivot one is 1868, okay? So that means that if the market stays above 1868, they'll be buying, and that's why the price is trading higher right now, okay? KSI is red, KCX is at the extreme. So that means that there will be artificial support even though there's some selling pressure. So as long as the market stays above 1868 today, you cannot sell gold. I repeat, as long as gold stays above 1868, you cannot sell gold, right? So how low can gold go? If you ask me, if gold can come down, I'll still be looking at buying at 1832, 1826 or 1814. Now any level around here, I think it's a very good time to purchase some gold, okay? Alright, so that's my view on gold. Let's look at silver. I just heard my internet went a bit blank. Let's hope it didn't go bad. Okay. Alright. I think there's my connection having some problem right now. You can see there's no connection here. So I may have to end early. Oh, okay. Good. It's coming back. Okay. For silver, you can see it lost the BNB support level, which is at $22.74. And today it's trying to recover. KSI is red, but KCX is at the extreme. So again, there'll be some buying interest. Now, to me, silver, if you want to buy, what buy here? $21.35. $21.35, because that will be very near to my MA 21.39. So there's a good stack here. So if silver do come down to this level here, it's a good time to buy some silver. Okay. And last but not least will be the Bitcoin and this Ethereum. Okay, here we go. Now Bitcoin is coming off. I told you guys, as long as it fails to stay above the BNB RL, which is at 23,730, it will be coming down. It'll come down to this BNB support level at 22,300 level. So I still think it's going to come down here, very tight on the pivot. So that means that if the market loses 22,600, very high chance it'll come down to touch 22,300 very easily. Now KSI is green and KCX is blank, so the buying is still there. So for short sellers, don't expect to see immediate profit. It will take some time to manifest. Now for last one, Ethereum, you can see KSI all the way has been red, but the KCX is blank, so there's selling pressure, but won't go much down. So you can see that the Ethereum went up almost touching my 1720 and then pull back, but it's still strongly supported at the BNB RL level. So only if it goes below the BNB RL 1611, then we can see 1501. If you ask me, where's the best time to buy Ethereum? 1393, which stacked with the MA. 2 identical number will be the best time to buy some Ethereum. Alright, so with that itself, right, remember guys, today's most important thing is the property prices around the whole world is having some problem, and Blackstone themselves is issuing withdrawal issue. All this usually means not so good, yeah? Be very careful, things can go pretty bad. This is Kel signing off with some comment. Bye bye.